Well, the Central Bank of Nigeria is encouraging businesses to take advantage of the weak Naira to explore export opportunities. The Apex Bank made this call at the 11th National Economic Summit, put together by the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria and Center for Financial Studies in Lagos. Deputy Governor Economic Policy at the CBN, Mohammed Abdullahi, said the unification of exchange rates coupled with focus on exchange rate stability presents transformative opportunities for businesses while highlighting the benefits of a weaker Naira for businesses. He stated that the untapped opportunities in Nigeria's economy includes music, film, crafts, and digital exports. President and Chairman of Council of the CBN, Mr. Pius Olanrewaju, in his remarks reflected on the state of the economy in 2024, describing it as a year marked by significant challenges and opportunities. Meanwhile, the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria says the 2025 outlook largely depends on the success of the ongoing economic reforms in the country. President of the association, Mr. Francis Meshioye, said this at the 9th edition of the Man's Media Personality of Year Awards and 2025 Presidential Media Luncheon. He listed the ongoing reforms to include the implementation of the proposed tax reform, stabilization of critical macroeconomic indicators, and targeted investments in infrastructure and technology. According to him, Nigeria's manufacturing sector encountered a myriad of economic challenges and infrastructure challenges that severely impacted performance since in 2024. He says these factors collectively strained the sector's profitability and curtailed contributions to the nation's gross domestic product. And just as the National Bureau of Statistics says it is nearing completing the process of rebasing the country's gross domestic product GDP, the head of research at ProShare, Mr. Tosin Ige, says for the country to achieve its $1 trillion economy target, there is a need to expand its digital and creative sector of the economy.
The rebasing itself offers us a leverage to achieving that $1 trillion economy. And we did an estimate with the country's GDP as at the end of 2024. Yes. We estimated it to be around 490 billion. Now, which leaves us with a gap of around 510 billion. Now, that is for the rebasing. And don't forget, the rebasing comes in two models. Now, there is the aspect of updating the base from the current 2010 to 2019. Which is in line with what the MBS is proposing. We see the new growth area, the areas, you agree with me, for the creative industry.
Yeah.
Before now, we've not captured this as a way. Yeah. The same thing with the digital economy, we've not captured them. So that's one of the things rebasing is doing, to expand that. So it gives us more coverage in terms of the creative economy, more coverage in terms of the digital economy, even in terms of the marine economy. So we are able to capture more for the quantity aspect. So that gives us the value, delivers a higher value for us.
Well, some company news. Transcorp Power PLC, one of the subsidiaries of Transcorp Group, has hit a significant milestone in financial performance for the fiscal year 2024, signaling growth in revenue and profitability. The power company, in its latest audited results submitted to the Nigerian Exchange, reports a 115% increase in revenue and 165% growth in profit after tax, demonstrating strong operational and strategic execution. The report shows that the company's gross profit grew by 89%, from 75.4 billion naira in financial year 2023 to 142.2 billion naira for year 2024. Now, it also shows that returns on assets increased from 13.53% in 2023 to 20.17% in 2024. Chairman of Transcorp Power, Emmanuel Norum, emphasized the company's focus on stakeholders' value, making it one of of Nigeria's most formidable power operators. Also, the Chief Executive Officer, Transcorp Power, Mr. Peter Ikenga, attributed the results to the company's strategic investments and deliberate focus on enhancing operational efficiencies. The company's board of directors proposed a final dividends of 3 Naira 50 kobo per ordinary share, which combined with the interim dividends of 1 Naira 50 kobo paid at half year, brings total dividends for 2024 financial year to 5 Naira per ordinary share. Meanwhile, the Securities and Exchange Commission says its collective investment schemes increased to over 3 trillion naira in 2024. The Director General of SEC, Mr. Emitomi Agama, said this in a notice in Abuja. He said CIS are part of market system that allows people to diversify their risk besides going to companies to invest. The SEC DG said CIS allows an individual to invest in 10 companies through one route, which is different from going to invest directly in a company. Mr. Agama disclosed that beyond the CIS, the capital market aided the development of the economy through the recapitalization of banks by the Central Bank of Nigeria. And to the global space where stocks is today, halting a rally sparked by U.S. President Donald Trump's mammoth spending plan for artificial intelligence and infrastructure, as some of that excitement fizzled out. Though Chinese shares fared better on burgeoning support, stock features pointed to a negative open in Europe and the US, with Euro stock 50 features falling 0.2%. FTSE features is 0.3%. Nasdaq features lost 0.17%, while S&P 500 features slipped 0.09%. MSCI's broadest index of Asian Pacific shares outside Japan was similarly on track to snap a 7-day winning streak and was last 0.15% lower after getting a brief lift earlier in the session on the back of Beijing's latest measure to shore up its crumbling stock market. The CSI 300 blue chip index edged up 0.19%, while the Shanghai Composite Index advanced 0.53%. Hong Kong Hang Seng Index last traded 0.6% lower. Japan's Nikkei gained 0.8%. Well, that's business.